We are at 401 North Market Street. We are in the couch for a second time because my silly sound didn't record the first time with Gary, Advocates for Homeless Families.
That's right.
You are on the board.
I'm a volunteer board member. Gary Bennett is my name.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we've got Christy coming in for the second run too. We're going to get to her in just a minute and her story. So tell me about Advocates for Homeless Families. What attracted you to this organization?
Well, the mission is wonderful. So they know that homelessness is not permanent.
Right.
There's a solution to homelessness, and that solution is to get somebody into a property, but that's just part of it. Once they're in a property, give them intensive management, case management support.
Okay.
And that means help with education, help finding a better job, help with daycare, whatever it takes to get them back on their feet so they can now then pursue their dreams.
Yeah, you guys have 12 properties, right?
We have 12 properties. They're mostly downtown here.
Okay.
That's right.
And how do people come to you and find you?
Well, generally they come to us through referrals. So Advocates joins with a bunch of other nonprofits who serve this population, and they meet once a month to talk about who's out there, who needs help, who's best able to serve them. So they call it sort of a warm handoff. If somebody, a nonprofit can't serve somebody for whatever reason, they hand it off to another one. And that's usually where we get our referrals.
And I love this about Frederick because you know, sometimes you think, oh, there's a lot of organizations doing similar things, but the fact that you guys are sharing information and ideas and helping people, if you can't help directly, somebody else may be able to. I love that.
Well, that's right, because we serve homeless families, families being the key word. So we have Beyond Shelter, which provides shelter care for mostly individuals. They have some family units too. There's Hartley House for abused women and children, sometimes men.
Yeah.
And there's SHIP, the Student Homelessness Project or program. But we're really the only ones that focus on families. So there has to be a homeless individual, but that person has to be a parent with at least one child under the age of 18 to qualify for our program.
Okay. And so what can Frederick do to support you guys?
Well, a lot. First of all, Frederick is very supportive generally to everybody, and we love that about Frederick, of course. But we really need more funds, to tell you the truth. So we need the business community, the faith community to do more for us. And part of that is our fault because we're not very visible, we're not out there front and center a lot, and that's because we don't have a development manager on staff.
Right.
We have a very small staff of 5 or 6 people, including an executive director and case managers, but we don't have a development or a marketing person to help get the word out.
Right.
So I've been trying to do that as I can, but really we need somebody devoted to that every day, using all the different channels we have to get in front of the business community and the faith community and individual donors as well.
Yeah, how long has the organization been around?
1988.
Whoa!
It's hard to believe because we aren't well known.
Yeah.
I go to Chamber of Commerce meetings and people are like, I didn't know you guys existed. But yes, 1988, a group of parishioners from All Saints Episcopal Church said, we've got a problem in Frederick. We've got places for individuals to go, but we don't have a place for families. And we're seeing more and more families out on the street and doubled and tripled up in homes and in their cars. So let's found Advocates for Homeless Families, and that's what they did. And over the years, they accumulated the 12 properties. But unfortunately, that only serves a limited number of people, as you can tell. But even though we don't touch a lot of people, the ones we do touch, we really help. Almost everybody stands on their own eventually after going through our program. And you'll hear from Christy in a minute how difficult that is, but how by getting a chance, people that have it inside themselves can actually do it.
Yeah, so what happens when you're full and people come to you? What is that when you're then utilizing other nonprofits to help them?
We do. We also have something called rapid rehousing, which takes homeless people and gets them into a fair market rental, usually public housing. But as we all know, public housing and cheap apartments are hard to find in Frederick these days, so we struggle with that too. But that's another avenue where we help people if we can't get them into one of our properties. It does seem like, since I've been on the board, usually every month there's at least one property vacant. So We have a waiting list of about 40 families, but it is hard to find those families then afterwards.
Oh,
so
right.
Again,
so you get them in the door, but then
yeah,
keeping track of them is difficult.
So that's where the referrals come in from the other nonprofits.
Absolutely. Well, look, I think what we can definitely at least raise awareness so people are familiar with you guys.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that the website is up for people who may want to volunteer or find out. Do you guys need volunteers to help or board members?
We do. We need board members. We can have 15. We have 11 right now.
Okay.
So if you're interested in this and this really touches your heart, please come see us. You don't have to be a board member. You can be a volunteer in any capacity.
Right.
We need fundraisers. We need mentors. We need people that help with the properties if you're handy around the house.
Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah, so,
that could be a great something for somebody who
And we
wants
need furnishings and we need household goods.
Okay. Do you guys ever put a call out for those sorts of things anywhere, or how does that work?
Well, again, we haven't because we haven't had a person devoted to that.
Right.
But every now and then we do go to meetings, like the Chamber of Commerce just provided us with a lot of help for our pantry. So they gave us a lot of household goods that we needed. So we've just started a speaking program where we're going out and speaking. Christy and I have been doing some of that.
Nice.
And usually that either gets us some money or that gets us some household goods.
Yeah, well, that's very good. Yeah. Well, look, anytime you need anything, reach out. I can put out the word for you to people as well to help support advocates for homeless families. Look, a stronger family unit is a stronger community for Frederick, and we certainly want to support those that need it.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. And just let me end with one thing. This is the kind of program that Frederick should want. It's not a handout, it's a hand up to people. Some people just need that little bit of help to get on their own 2 feet. And like I said, almost 100% of our families stand on their own 2 feet after coming through this program.
Well, when you're talking about the program as well, it requires some buy-in, right? People who are part of the program have to commit. They have to actually pay toward the property.
That's right. First of all, we have monthly milestone meetings. So every family have goals they have to meet. And they meet with their case managers every month. But what was the second part you said?
Well, money. They have to pay.
That's right. That's right. There is a housing fee for staying in our property. It's not a lot. It's only 30% of whatever their income is, and it's capped at $300. So you can imagine how good that would make you feel if you need the help, knowing that your rent is going to be no more than $300 a month.
Yeah.
You can actually work a part-time job, get on your feet, go to school, look for a better job with the help of advocates, and pretty soon you can see your way out of this mess.
Yeah, I love that. I love that because there's some buy-in, right? It's like you say, it's not a handout, it's a hand
It's
up.
not for everybody, this program.
Yeah, no. Advocates for homeless families. We're going to put the website on. We're going to hear from Christy. I think you're going to really love her story.